have my mid-year book freak out tag to do today, and I would be lying if I said I wasn't actually freaking out. It's already the middle of the year. Like, 2019 has gone by way too fast. So I'm a little freaked out, but I have done some great reading and I'm gonna tell you all about it right now. So the first question is the best book that you have read so far in 2019, and I have to say I think it is My Lovely Wife by Samantha Downing. This book is just creepy, and it's a domestic thriller, and it's got like all of the like just juicy like deception and like, I don't know, it's just so good. I get excited just thinking about it. I'm not gonna go into detail of all these books or we would be here for forever, but this book is so good. Like, if you read thrillers, it has the perfect amount of suspense in it. It's not one of those that it like drags you out for forever, but it is such a slow burn, but it's so good. Next question is, what is the best sequel you've read so far this year? And easily that goes to A Dangerous Collaboration by Deanna Rayburn. Still one of my favorite series, definitely one of my favorite books in the series. This is just fantastic. We see a lot more of Veronica and Stoker, and there's just so many cute things in this book, but also I feel like the mystery elements have kind of matured a little bit, which I absolutely love. But I also never really thought that I would love like Victorian mysteries, but I have totally fallen head over heels for this book. The next one is a new release of 2019 that you want to read but haven't gotten to yet. I have a few, but this one's gonna be my answer, and that is These Witches Don't Burn by Isabel Sterling. This is about a group of friends, girlfriends, ex-girlfriends, and they're all witches, I think, or at least the one is. And there's like, yeah, there's drama in her life, but she also has a terrible curse that is boring down on her city and threatening to destroy the whole world. This sounds perfect. I'm so excited about this. Plus it's purple and gorgeous, and I love just the vibe that this book is giving off, so anxious to get to this one. Number 4 is the most anticipated release of the second half of 2019, and that is The Babysitter's Coven, which comes out in September. I had no idea that this book even existed until I was looking for these two, and it popped up on my Amazon like suggested, and I read the description, and it's basically like Babysitter's Club meets witches, which sounds amazing. I can't wait for that book to come out. But this one is actually like perfectly timed, but it's number 5, which is what is the biggest disappointment of 2019? This whole series. Like, I read the first one, wasn't super thrilled with it, but I wanted to give the second book a chance, and these books are just, I don't like them. I don't like them. I'm gonna get rid of this. I just I don't know. There's only so much like insertion that the author can do before it becomes blatant, and Maureen Johnson kind of pushed that boundary in the second book, and it left a really sour taste in my mouth. So this series, yeah, I did not like it. Okay, so for this one, I'm only holding up one of them because I can't find the other one, oddly enough, but that is Everything by Gretchen McNeil. I've read 10 and #Murder Trending so far, both of these in 2019. Both of them have gotten really high ratings, and I was not expecting that of either of them. This is kind of like a campy horror twist on And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. And then #Murder Trending is kind of like its own category. I don't know what to describe that as. It's definitely horror, like the gore is real, but it's also goofy as all get out, which is kind of what 10 was. And apparently that's like a genre I love, is goofy horror books. So if you know of any more, please let me know. Number 7 is Favorite New Author. That has to also go to Gretchen McNeil. I've been shocked. Those 2 books were phenomenal. I loved them. I really look forward to reading her stuff in the future. I don't know how many books she has out right now, but I plan to find out. Newest fictional crush. I don't think I really have one because I don't really go into books looking for romance. I don't know. I don't really read that many books that have like a cute, gushy romance in them. Like, this is not a new fictional crush, but if we go back to the Veronica Speedwell series, I guess Stoker, or his brother. Both are fine. But yeah, I don't really have one for this. I don't really read books for the romance, sorry. Newest favorite character. Okay, this one is gonna come out of a really weird spot, and that is the Charlie Bone series. I love Uncle Patton. I didn't like him I liked him, but he was just kind of like a whatever kind of character the first time I read through those books. Oh my gosh. I think it's because Uncle Patton reminds me so much of myself. I read him as a character and I'm like, that's totally something I would do, or that's totally something I wish I would do. And yeah, he's just phenomenal and goofy and unapologetic for the way he is. But he's also kind of a hopeless romantic, which I feel like I am, even though I literally just said I don't read books for the romance. I still am really sappy in real life. But yeah, Uncle Patton is like a surprise character for me to fall in love with this year. So the next question is a book that made you cry, and I haven't actually read any books that made me cry, but this one came awfully darn close, and that is All the Rage by Courtney Summers. You all know I loved Sadie last year. Like, Sadie was one of my favorite books of all time last year, and of all time just period. And this was no different. I really enjoyed this book, but it was sad. Like, there were parts of this book that I was like, this was me as a high schooler. Not to the extreme that this girl was, but like, I don't know. This hit home for me in a spot I didn't want it to, but that's what made it so good, was because it was very relatable, but I did shed a few tears. Number 11 is a book that made you happy, and I'm again gonna say the whole Charlie Bone series. They just make me happy because it's so nostalgic and it reminds me of my childhood, and I love these books, obviously. So yeah, it's just been endless happiness reading these books because I just love them so much. The next question is favorite book to movie adaptation that you've watched. I don't think I've actually watched any book to movie adaptations this year. I know a bunch have come out. I just don't really go to the movies that often. So, none? I don't know. I haven't really watched anything that was a book to movie adaptation this year. My favorite review that I've written actually goes to 10 as well, because I remember, and it's not really a review that I've written, it's more the review that I posted on my channel in a video and a vlog. It's from February, I think. If I find it, I'll link it. But I was flipping out reading this book, and that vlog is actually still one of my favorites. Like, I'll watch it from time to time just to watch my reaction to 10, which sounds so dumb, but it was hilarious. And like, Alan commenting the whole time was extra funny. So yeah, definitely my review for 10. So the most beautiful book that I've bought this year definitely goes to The Priory of the Orange Tree. I will pop up the cover right here. I don't want to get it out from under there because I do think that that will kind of make everything else topple. So get a good look at it. It's gorgeous. I love it. It's just such an elegant cover, and the orange is beautiful against the colors that are in the dragon. Like, so pretty. And the last question is, what books do you need to read? Just take a look at my shelves. I basically need to read all of these. The books that I'm gonna focus on though are all of my Stephen King books. I've only read 1.5 of his books. I read completely through Christine, and I got halfway through Insomnia before I just kind of gave up. But I'm hoping that I can read a few more of these and fall in love with him even more. So yeah, that is my mid-year book freak out tag. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you haven't done this tag yet, I have officially tagged you, and I would love to see videos. So if you have a video, please link it down below. I would love to watch it. So yeah, Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye!